Hi, my name is Rich Bernstein, and I'm a former IRS R&D engineer who is now retired from the service and is looking to help taxpayers get the R&D tax credits that they deserve. One of my biggest disappointments when auditing R&D tax credits from the IRS was hearing from taxpayers who were obviously doing qualified R&D activities but lacked necessary documentation. In those cases where there is no proper documentation, we were required to disallow the tax credit unless we could find some other proof. In previous audit years, we were able to rely on the verbal testimony from taxpayers' engineers about what activities they performed. This first-party testimony was the only way that most taxpayers were able to qualify for the credit. Some IRS engineers tried to work with taxpayers to help them quantify their R&D by directly interviewing the taxpayers' engineers. But now at last, in 2025, the government position has become increasingly hardline. This is due to two recent court cases, Kyocera and Little Sandy Coal. Failing to create or retain the documents required to substantiate an entitlement to the credit is likely going to cost Kyocera about $13 million, when their original claim was only for $1.3 million. Adding insult to injury, Kyocera's own consultant didn't maintain records of the interviews that they themselves had conducted. As a longtime IRS R&D engineer, I have to report that facts similar to these are not uncommon. In the future, filing an R&D tax credit will require greater efforts in getting the documentation perfected before filling out the Form 6765 to request the tax credit. I am offering a record-keeping service where I will compile and maintain R&D substantiation while the R&D is actually being performed. This kind of documentation is called contemporaneous and is a requirement of the IRS code. As a former IRS engineer, I'm uniquely qualified to make sure that your substantiation is sufficient, categorized by business component, and staying on target on an ongoing basis throughout the year. Thank you very much. This is Rich Bernstein.